Hello, today we are going to do a quick review of the Lidl Parkside Cordless Circular Saw, the PHKSA 20-LI A2. It comes for $29.99 out of Lidl Bear, and what that means is that it comes with no battery and no charger, so you'll have to buy those. A 2 amp hour battery, not sure what it recommends yet, is £12. A 4 amp hour battery is £25. If you want a charger, you have to buy it with a 2 amp hour battery, and that will cost you $17.99. So let's get it out of its little, comes in a moulded case, which is nice. I like tools like that. Let's see what's in the moulded case. Comes with a 3-year warranty as well. Instruction book in there. You have the unit itself somewhere in here. Looks distinctly missing to me. Oh no, there it is. There's the adapter for the dust extraction. What I'm just going to do is very briefly check to see if that fits. Parkside wet and dry vacuum cleaner. Not that I'm going to use it, because we want to see how loud it is without the noise of the vacuum cleaner going. Not in there, and not in fact in there. That's loose in there. Why does that not fit in? That's irritating. It's very irritating. I suppose you could slide that in there, but it would be a bit inclined, that's in there, to slide out. Okay. It has on it, also has an Allen key for the blade and a parallel guide. So let's just put that out of the way for the moment and have a look at the unit itself. Okay, so small little motor, it's not going to be particularly powerful. Little standard blade there. That let me just check on the spec of that. It's 150mm blade with a 16mm hole in the middle. Has a laser, and I believe it does the angles like that up to 45. What's that jamming there? Can't quite see what's stopping that tipping up all the way. Have a look at that. Oh, I think I know. Yeah, okay. That's a little bit fiddly. Yeah, okay. And just there, it has a mark there. So that does work. Put that right down the bottom again. Do that up. Your depth stop is there. So you can go all the way through the depths, and on the back here you can see there is a marking. I believe that corresponds to depth, can't be certain. No, that corresponds to presumably angle of inclination, but can't be sure. Right, and for blade changes there's a spindle lock, I believe, there. Let me just see about that. Lock the spindle. There we go. Okay, so that is your spindle lock there. Pull the spindle lock out. Okay. Have a look at this blade very quickly. Right, bear with me a sec, I'm just going to have a quick flick in the manual. Right, so what I've done, I just double check right up the end actually. I've just scored 2 straight lines, so I'm just going to cut both of those lines. Let me just check that I can actually do that up this end without interfering with that clamp. That's out of the way. Yes, I can just about get past that clamp. So we're just going to run 2 freehand cuts. First thing you want to do is you want to organise your blade so that it cuts just through. You don't want to be going with the blade at the bottom all the time. It's not good practice. We'll tighten that up, and what we're going to do is we're going to use the 2 amp hour battery. Now the nice thing about this particular thing, the reason for doing it freehand is because I don't have a straight edge long enough that is straight, but the other reason is because it's also useful to know if the blade pulls. I did have a cheap circular saw which had a very naff blade in it. Anyway, a couple of things, quick thing by the way, you need to push that in there, can you see that? Yeah, you can. Before you can pull that, but also there's one on the other side you can push the other way, and it has a switch there to switch the laser guide on, which works with the 45 degrees. So, safety glasses, that on, and because of the way this is organised, we just go down here, and let's see how straight it cuts. Right, well, just turn that fan heater off. That was quite nice, considering it was unguided. And that was very nice. Nice edge as well. Let's get the parallel guide out. Try another cut. Or can I? No, I don't think I can with my setup. I will rejig that in a minute. Let's just try that again. That's quite a reasonable, quite a nice cut, quite a nice blade. With no particular fussing about. Okay, so let me just quickly work out how I can organise my work so that I can use the parallel guide if I can. No, not sure I can think about that easily. Let me just. You said, where's the parallel guide go? Oh, it goes in front. Yeah, we can do that. Okay, let's try one more cut. Okay, the parallel guide has got centimetres on it. Let's just slide that all the way through. Work out where we want to be. See that bigger problem that way? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to slide that in like that. Now let me just see how straight I think that edge is. Now, considering it's done freehand, it's not too shabby. It's done in particularly crappy wood. So what we want to do, I'll cut off that much. Okay, so let's just go and slide that out a bit there, so I don't hit it. Oops. There we have that. That looks pretty good to me. Now the next operation I'm going to do, I'm going to take that off on a bit of board that's not too long. I'm going to have to do some sweeping up before the next time I get a welder out. Okay, so simple operation in the building game. It's going to run something like this. Just make sure that we've got that set to a depth that will cut through it. It is. Squeeze out a little bit more. A bit more. Is to use one of these as a guide. Now, is that? Yes, it is. Let me just get rid of that. So you typically want to end up using the square there as a guide to cut straight across. Let's just see how well that works out. Just trim off the end of that. Okay, well, a little bit rough. Hold on, let me just grab a hold of a square. No, it isn't quite square. I think I need to try that again. think the problem is the way I'm holding the saw. Right, just check that for square from that corner. No, it's okay. Right, so there you have that. The circular saw, charge cordless. Looks quite good. Something that is going to probably prove a little bit controversial is how easy is the blade to change. So let's just quickly run through that, because the hacksaw blade was a pain to change for a lot of people. Not me, because I've got just about every tool known to man. Floor's going to need a sweep up before I go in. So let's have a look at that blade change. Should be quite easy. Should be just a case of pressing the spindle lock, locking the spindle in with the Allen key, and off it comes. Let's just see if it's as easy as that, or if I need to break out a nice little set of hex tools. So don't particularly need to wind that out of the way, but I will. Put that on, hex key in, let's find out how tight it is. Not too tight. Okay, so that comes off, and we'll just undo it. Out of the way, so I can take that off. And give me a sec and we will just drop that on the floor, because why wouldn't you? Right, so there's the blade. It has the big washer, 16mm hole, an Allen key there. Ah, now that is potentially a lifesaver for people who are having trouble. Let me just check a couple of things very quickly for you. Firstly, Allen head, if you are having trouble getting it off, is a... Right, that is that one. That is a 5mm in there. And also, it looks like it's actually a hex headed. Let me see if I can work out what size that is. Have I got any sockets in the shed? I don't think I have. I know I have, got loads of them. Give me a sec. So, 5mm if you need to get a wrench on it. Let me just go and check something here. And if you need to get a socket on it, let me just get the socket down. That looks like a 10. Right, so there you go. If you can't get that one undone with the provided Allen key, 10mm socket is your friend. Okay? So there's no, shouldn't be having the same problems as was being had with the other one. So let's just put the blade back on very quickly. Right, so that does grip onto the sides of this, I think. Put that over the top. Okay. That one then has flats on it that locate on the spigot in the middle. I'll start that off. Okay, put the spindle lock back on. And give it a tighten. Release the spindle lock. Also, it's got a rapid start. That is quite a nice tool. I quite like that. It Obviously, if you're using this all day long and you're doing something quite heavy, you will want to have spare batteries on charge. That's not a problem for me. I've got loads of batteries. I think that is actually, I think, quite a winner. It's small, it's compact, it's lightweight. Granted, it hasn't got the world's biggest circular saw blade, but, well, tough. I think that's a good one. Like it. Thank you for watching. Please like, share and subscribe. Constructive comments are welcome. Cheers.